A lot has been happening over the last weeks and also this week regarding Onecoin. However, I'm going to disagree with most of the things that have been happening, and I'm not happy. I'm happy, and I'm also not happy with most of the things happening. One of the main events that happened this week was the sentencing of a mentor, Gilbert, the boyfriend of Ruja Ignatova. And this guy is believed to have helped Ruja launder over 300 million euros. Has been sentenced for 5 years in prison. However, even though he has been sentenced, the OneCoin victims think that this is not justice. The 5 years and the contribution of this guy towards OneCoin scam, they do not match. People believe he deserved 20 years. People believed he deserved 15 years. That 5 years is something small. Imagine in 2028, this guy will be out very, very free with the money, eating the money, sleeping in expensive hotels, riding big motorcycles, driving expensive cars. And victims are like 5 years, over 300 million euros, and you're arresting this guy for 5 years. Come on. The victims are not happy and they think it would have been more. Maybe something like 10 years or 15 years. Everybody I'm speaking to regarding the sentencing of Amenta is not happy. OneCoin victims think that maybe something was done with the authorities. Maybe there is some kind of corruption going in somewhere. They're not happy. 5 years, they think it's something small. However, in the same sentencing of Amenta, my story, Daniel Leinhardt, was used for his sentencing. So the judge did not only look at 25 OneCoin victims in the US, but he also looked at OneCoin victims all over the world and looking at my story particularly as an example. And I must be very, very happy for that, which means that in the next cases of Konstantin Ignatov and also Sebastian, we might also see the judge not only looking at the victims in the US, but also looking at victims all over the world. So I want to thank the lawyer or the prosecutor whatsoever that he took his time to listen into the BBC Missing Crypto Queen podcast, picked up my story, and thought about putting it into the document that would actually result into sentencing of this guy. And I'm so happy. I'm so happy to share my story. I'm so happy to give out my pain. I'm so happy to be brave enough to stand in the camera and talk to you guys and explain what I felt, explain to you what I passed through. And I think I'm not ashamed. If my story can bring a change, if my story can be something a judge can base on and be like, you know what? I must sentence this guy, not only looking at the victims here, but a victim like Daniel Leinhardt down in a small country, Uganda. I must be very proud. Not everybody can do what I'm doing. So you guys, your stories matter. You guys, your voices matter. You guys coming out and speaking about what happened to you, it's not a shame, but it's your power, it's your capacity. And trust me, you can change something. Maybe this guy was imprisoned because the judge had something that happened about me. And that is an achievement. We've set a precedence, and this is good for all of us guys, and this is good for other scam cases or fraud cases that might arise in the future. And I'm so happy about that. I'm really so happy about that. I'm speaking to a camera, but I believe you guys will watch me and you will know that this guy was extremely happy about what he was talking about. Another thing that came on media and everybody was like, what the fuck is happening? An article came from a particular news outlet that actually Ruja Ignatova was killed in 2018. Can you believe that? I do not believe, just the same way you do not believe in that kind of information. Do you believe that? That Ruja was actually killed in 2018? I've tried to to post on Twitter and, tweet, try to find out what people think. And everybody's like, it's impossible. Some are like, you never know. This is Earth. This is the world. Anything can happen, positive or negative. However much we as Onecoin victims, we feel she needs to face law. She needs to be prosecuted. She needs to be sentenced. She needs to serve in jail. But could she be really dead? That she was killed and then her body dumped in a river in Greek? If I'm to remember, killed, cut into pieces, then dumped in the river in 2018. After a year, she had disappeared. I'm confused. Now, there are two scenarios. One, yes, she was killed, cut into pieces, dumped into a river in 2018, and maybe it could be the reason why we all cannot find her. Be the FBI, be the journalists, be everybody, despite that actually huge ransom was put onto whoever has information regarding her. And another scenario is that her and her team are actually trying to build strong cover-up stories so that they can actually confuse the authorities, one, confuse the journalists, two, confuse we, the hunters who are always speaking about it right here on YouTube, on Twitter, on Facebook, on Telegram, on WhatsApp, everywhere. Trying to silence us, trying to confuse the authorities, trying to break all the investigations into pieces. It's also very possible. So it's a two-way thing. Yes, she died. No, she didn't die. This is a cover-up story. And maybe they are scared. They are trying to confuse the authorities so that they can get off this right channel they are on right now and go towards another direction. It's also possible. More information will be coming in, trust me, as long as the Onecoin cases are still happening and the promotions happening. I'm still here to make you informed, discuss with you, and also create and expose onto the Onecoin MLM scam Ponzi. Thanks, guys. I want to thank you guys for your continued support. You who watch my videos, my patrons, thank you so much. People who donate me through PayPal, thank you so much. You keep this fire burning. Bye for now, and I'm going to be seeing you very, very soon.